These green pastures may look peaceful, but this is the path to a crash course in warfare.
We're on our way to meet and to find out about Ukrainian soldiers who are being trained here in the UK. We can't tell you exactly where we are for security reasons, and we can't show any of the Ukrainian troops' faces. That's because we've been told that Russia uses facial recognition technology to try and identify and then target Ukrainian soldiers.
A few weeks ago, many of these men had never held guns. They were ordinary Ukrainians caught up in a conflict Russia started. Now, on British soil, they're being trained to kill.
They came to kill us, we must learn to kill the enemy.
This is Operation Interflex, a 5-week training programme that transforms Ukrainian civilians into soldiers. It's delivered by trainers from the UK and a dozen other countries, including Canada, Norway and the Netherlands. In those states, basic infantry training can take up to a year, and many involved are teenagers. But here, the average age is 35. These are men with mortgages, families and regular jobs facing a rapid gear shift.
I've never had to deal with physical exertion. My past work didn't involve any exercise, so now it's a bit challenging physically, but everything is okay. The hardest thing is knowing that my wife is very scared for me, that she is worried and very afraid to be alone. I never left her for more than 2 or 3 days in my past job.
Some of those delivering the training, like this Ukrainian army psychologist, have already seen active combat and know all too well what lies ahead.
It's hard to see when die your friends.
Have you seen friends die?
Yeah. Yeah.
This lesson in assaulting building infrastructure under fire is one of this cohort's last.
For now, this is just a drill. The Ukrainian new recruits are safe and these are only blank rounds, but in just a week or so they'll be facing the real thing.
Some are already shipping out to the front line. Before departure, soldiers get a final briefing, a blast of their national anthem, and a donated kit bag filled with everything from deodorant and boots to life-saving equipment for battle injuries.
The most important part that you're going to be looking at is the tourniquets, obviously for catastrophic bleed. That could only be from a mine, gunshot wound, shrapnel.
British Army medic Sergeant McDonnell takes care of the final preparations.
How do you feel when you wave them off? I mean, they're going to war now.
How can you answer that? Yeah, I'm going to a nice, safe, warm bed. I can go out for a weekend. They can't. They're there. This is their war. This is their country. They're there, and there is no respite from it. So if we can do anything to help them make their lives a bit easier or a bit better or a bit safer, let's do it.
This programme is funded until the end of 2025. After that, nobody knows.
We're in such a time, both in the world and in Ukraine, that it's very difficult to plan, to predict any events. So we're focusing more on the present.
And for those here, that means focusing on their target and learning how and when to pull the trigger.